can start doing that and coming together as a unit, you know, and it can be across the world. Like, where you from again?
I'm from Cleveland.
Okay, so you're from Cleveland, and then I'm way over here in Texas. It's like when you start connecting and building with certain energies and people that are on that path to helping the world, because that's what we're doing, even if it's a drop at a time.
Definitely.
Like I say, even if it's a drop at a time, we're creating a wave, you know, and when that wave hits, it's gonna hit more people. So
Definitely.
just doing that, we sparking brains, and like, dang, I really need to sit down and go actually study this, because in all reality, your life does depend on it. You know, it's not if you're gonna have the next Jordans coming out or the newest iPhone coming
Right.
out. No, that ain't that's the illusion. That's part of the illusion, the matrix. And many people are stuck on that, you know what I'm saying? And once you get out of that, it's a mind thing and it's a herb thing. You when you combine the two and start listening to more like meditation music, you know what I'm saying? Going outside, grounding, you know, put your feet in the dirt. All that contributes to your health. It is not just herbs. Somebody can be taking herbs, but their mindset and music and all that is changing their DNA. You know, they don't know it, but subconsciously it's changing their DNA. It's making them act a certain way. And if we know anything about actions as well, that can cause tumors in the body. Anger can cause all kinds of problems. Uh, Sadness can cause you to even die. It gets real deep. It's not just herbs. Herbs is very important, and that's something I'm a push because it's needed, especially being bombarded by all kinds of things in this society. It's needed, but it's not the only thing that's going to help you. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of
Okay.
different things that go and contribute to our health of self. So yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that information. You said a lot, so I just want to kind
I
of
did.
go over some of the things you said now. Like you mentioned, diet is very important. So you can't just take herbs without having the proper diet. And like you also mentioned, people bodies are different, so you have to do your own research. You know, you have to see how each herb may affect you or what your body may be lacking, or take into account if you may have a pre-existing condition and what that may be. You know,
Hmm.
and I wanted to ask you about something. Grounding, what is that?
Earthing, or grounding,
Oh,
they call
okay.
it the same
Earthing, what is
thing,
that?
but it's really when you just sticking your feet in the dirt, connecting with the electricity that's coming from source. You know, it not only does
Okay.
it break down your blood to where, like, okay, so say those that have blood clots and their blood is not flowing properly, by you just grounding, you can help your blood flow because it's sending this electricity that, like us, that's another thing. It's not just found in food. You get electricity from the ground, literally from the source. And many of us used to do that back in the day. And they do it in Africa, but they show these ugly pictures of kids like unhappy, and it's not
Mm,
even like that. You know what I'm saying? And them being in tune with the earth, that's a beautiful thing. Like, why you think they got so much energy? Why you think they dancing, running around? They getting that energy, they getting that stuff pumped to them from the universe. You know what I'm saying? From Mother Earth, from the
mhm.
ground. And when we understand that, and I suggest people do it, and when you do it in water, it feels so amazing. But I suggest everyone try to do it, at least if you ain't used to it. I mean, do it 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes, and then up it from there. But I tried to take advantage, especially if it's not, raining like horrible or like snowing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because it does something to you, and you'll feel it. And if you're outside meditating and doing it, man, it's just even better feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And once you're on that alkaline diet and you have these herbs in your body, man, that energy you got, people gonna see it on you. You know, they gonna feel it. Like, you gonna feel it. And when you feel that, you walk differently, you think differently, you talk differently, because you know who you are. You know everything's okay. You just gotta and be in tune with yourself. That's really all it is, and your mind is more at peace. You know what I'm saying? You get that time to like be at peace with yourself and one with yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I think most people would agree. Like, if you get a chance to walk through some grass barefoot, or you walk through a beach, or like when we was in Ghana, we was walking through the creeks. You know what I'm saying? Where the waterfalls was at, walking on the rocks and stuff. Getting a chance to feel a connection, a natural connection with the earth. That is a good feeling. Definitely. Okay, now I wanted to talk about something else you said. You was talking about soy. So, just from your experience or your research, you saying that certain foods or even certain ingredients, maybe not just food, maybe things we drink, maybe things we eat, maybe things we put on our skin, maybe things we put on our hair could possibly affect our hormones. So, say like a man could become less masculine. Is that what you were saying, kinda?
Yes, and it's funny because a lot of our men claim they're men, and this is not to talk down on any man that's eating soy or nothing, because some of them literally lack the knowledge, and it's not their fault. Now, it might be their fault if they're just not wanting to care. Then that's their fault. But
Hmm.
a lot of people, actually, even women, they lack the knowledge. So whenever I give information on my page, or Instagram or whatever, it's never to talk down on people. It's only to strictly promote, like, hey, and give knowledge, like, spark the mind. But eating soy, a lot of the people here, I don't know if they do it over there, but in Texas, you see a lot of people eating Chinese food, and if you know anything about Chinese food, they jam pack that with soy
Mm.
and tofu. People eat tofu. They put that in there too. Um, and so you got to look at if you're plant-based, right? And you're eating soy, you're not taking your sea moss, you're not taking no herbs, but they think they're healthy because they're eating plant-based. You creating an imbalance in your body without you even knowing it. That's why it's very important for lives like this and podcasts like this and us speaking to put that awareness out there, because we're living, thinking we're healthy, and they might think they're healthy because they're eating soy, but little do they know it's lowering their testosterone level, and not only that, their sperm count. So it's letting them become infertile for their seeds, to procreate and stuff. They don't know that
Hmm.
though. They like, there's men that and you know how you hear about these women going to get the eggs inserted or whatever in them because whatever problems they're having, and it's all solely based food on the foods that they're eating. You know what I'm saying? And with
Hmm.
women, like I said, it can create breast cancer when you have too much estrogen. And not only that, you start becoming a little masculine because you're imbalanced, and that's what happens when you become imbalanced. There's so many things that can happen because now the brain is sending different frequencies through the body and organs, so it's not knowing what to do. It's just all over the place. So that's why we see people with their hormones just going everywhere and haywire, is because it could be because of the soy, and it also could be kids nowadays and parents, when they give kids lunchables, Kool-Aids, and sodas, uh all them candies like gum, Starburst, whatever they give the kids,